Hello beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to use your Subculture palette if you still have it. So then go ahead and grab it, because after this video you'll be able to create most of the eyeshadow looks, with the exception of one, which is the vertical cascade eyeshadow look. And for that, I want to go ahead and tell you that I want you to go ahead and challenge yourself and challenge your palette by creating a look that a YouTuber here in the platform tried to create. And I'll be placing her channel in the description box so you guys can go ahead and click it and see exactly all the struggle she went through to try to create that vertical cascade eyeshadow look. Her channel name is Caitoe Potatoe, if I'm not wrong. I'll be placing her picture here and to my right or my left somewhere here, so you ladies can go ahead and see and check out the channel. So now, after you actually challenge yourself or challenge your palette, what I want you to do is to actually share your picture into Instagram and Twitter by using hashtag ChicaView Subculture Challenge. Okay, and then also tag me so I can go ahead and check out your pictures. Okay, in order for you guys to actually use Anastasia Beverly Subculture palette, what you need to do is use bunny hair brushes. You want to go ahead and use this brushes, because if you use any goat or any horse bristles, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a harder time actually blending in the eyeshadow into your lid, and that's when you actually see that, you know, when you apply it, the product ends up like rubbing away from your lid, or you don't see them blending in with the rest of the colors. So you want to use bunny hair bristles. You don't want to use any goat or horse or any synthetic bristles at all if you really want to end up having a nice, you know, blend eyeshadow. Okay, another thing you want to do when you actually use the Subculture palette is that you want to go ahead and use your brush, but you just want to go ahead and dab into the eyeshadow. You don't want to go ahead and swirl, you know, the brush into it. And obviously, after you have got rid of some of the excess, what you want to do when applying the product into your lid, especially for the darker colors, you want to go ahead and just do a sweeping motion. So basically, you go ahead and apply, you know, your product wherever you want to apply it, and you just sweep like you're actually sweeping the floor. You don't go ahead and do the wiper motion at all technique, because if you do that, that's when you actually see that you cannot blend the product, or the product, you know, ends up like looking patchy all over your lid. So when you actually use or apply any of the translucent eyeshadows like this one here, like New Wave or Edge or Dawn or Roxy, you're not gonna have any problem. You don't really have to use the sweeping motion. You can actually use the wiper motion, because those colors actually apply very nicely into the lid. It's only the darker colors that you actually have problems, and you really need to use the sweeping technique into your eyelid when you are applying, you know, this eyeshadows into your lid. Okay, so having said that, let me go ahead and begin with this video, so that way you guys can see that when you apply this technique of the sweeping motion and with the bunny hair bristles, you can actually end up having a very nice eyeshadow using this palette. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my Anastasia Beverly Subculture palette and my Caitoe brush, which is the J5522. I'm going to go ahead and dip the brush into Edge here. And as you can see, I just dab it a little bit. I didn't want to head and swirl it. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the exits. And let me go ahead and zoom in my camera so you guys can see, hopefully there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it here. Like I said, when you actually use the lighter colors, you really don't have to worry about using the sweeper or wiper motion. This is a wiper motion for those who are like questioning what is a wiper motion. Yeah, so you just can use either technique when applying those lighter eyeshadows into your lid. You really don't have to use a specific technique. Okay, so I'm going to go in and grab more, because it's too light. As you can see, it blends nicely into the lid. Doesn't matter which technique you use. Go ahead and grab more product and blend in. I don't know if you guys can appreciate, it looks nice and blended. Right, the lighter colors, you really don't have any issue at all. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and grab another lighter color, which is this one here. I'm going to, hopefully my camera can focus, I'm going to grab this Roxy. Okay, dab the excess and get closer again so you guys can see, and apply. Okay, you can see there. So now those lighter colors go very nice together, like I said, you don't have any problem when you actually apply those lighter colors into your lid and blending them in. It's just the darker colors. Now for that, now I'm going to go ahead and grab All Star, which everybody is having problems with All Star. Gonna grab All Star here. There you go. Get rid of the excess. And in here, you want to go ahead and use the the sweeping motion. So basically what I need to do with this one is actually apply wherever I need to apply it and just drag it away. Like that, you see? And then do it again. And then once you have applied, then you can go ahead and use the wiping motion. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually apply access into my lid. So I'm going to apply some concealer for that. I don't remember what concealer this is, but it's a concealer, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set this concealer with Dawn here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab access with my Caitoe brush, which is my BJ004G. Here you go. I'm going to go ahead and grab this color here. Go on. Take off the access. Apply it. And just dab. Don't rub it, just apply, just dab the brush, because if you end up trying to sweep, you know, this brush into your lid, then that's when you actually get rid of some of the color. You just dab the brush into your lid. Let me go back in with some product and apply. Okay, there you go. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and try to blend in more of Edge and Roxy into the edges of the crease. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add a lighter color here into my brow bone, and I'm going to use the Basic Naked Palette 2, this one here, and I'm going to grab Start, this one here, and apply it into my my brow bone. Let me see. Okay, so the next thing what I'm going to do is grab some of the Access eyeshadow and apply it into my bottom line, this one here. Okay, and then let me apply it into my bottom line. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of edge and new wave so I can add it also on the bottom line. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner, clean up some of the eyeshadow that I have here in the bottom, and put some mascara, finish the other eye, and then I'll be right back with the finished look so you guys can actually see this look with natural eyelashes. Okay my friends, so this is a finished look using the bunny hair bristle brushes as well as using the sweeping motion technique. I hope this video was actually very useful to you ladies who actually own the Subculture palette and are having difficulties using it because you know you just can't seem to blend in the eyeshadows, or you simply rough some of the eyeshadow off your lid, or the eyeshadow doesn't stick. Now I do want to point out that even though you use the bunny hair bristles and you actually use the sweeping motion, you're still gonna run into some issues when using these eyeshadows because the quality of these eyeshadows are still not good, but at least it's gonna be better than before when you were using synthetic or other type of natural hairs of animals, which actually will rough off some of the eyeshadow. So just keep that in mind. So let me try to go ahead and zoom in on my lens so you guys can actually appreciate this eyeshadow look that I went ahead and created, and you'll be able to see that the eyeshadow is still not perfect, but it looks better, it looks more decent than before. So let me see here. There you go. Hopefully my lens can make justice to this eyeshadow. Hopefully you ladies can see. You can still see some discoloration of some of the eyeshadow into my lid. I don't know if you guys can tell, and obviously you still can see here, especially and the edges of my eye, some patchy areas, you'll be able to see in some discoloration, but it's not as noticeable as before. I went ahead and added the eyeshadow electric into the inner eyes of my eyes because I wanted it to make my eyes pop a little bit more. But so using bunny hair brushes actually does make a difference when using or working with these eyeshadows. I mean, like I said, it's not gonna be a perfect eyeshadow finish, but I mean it's not gonna be a noticeable bad eyeshadow look where you can actually tell when one eyeshadow is applied and when the other one begins. So I really do recommend you ladies when using this palette to use bunny hair brushes as well as the sweeping motion for the darker eyeshadows. Now I hope you actually like this video, and if you actually like this video and if it was useful to you guys, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share with people who you might think these two tips might be useful. As well, I hope that you probably would like to join in into the Subculture challenge. Like I said earlier in this video, I went ahead and invited you to actually try to recreate a cascade eyeshadow vertical look using this palette. I don't know if you actually got a good or bad palette, but if you want to go ahead and jump into that and share your recreation eyeshadow of the eyeshadow that a YouTuber here in the platform tried to create with her bad palette that it seemed is a bad palette and she couldn't create, and you want to go ahead and try to see if you actually got a good or bad palette by trying to recreate her same style and sharing it into the Instagram and Twitter using the hashtag ChicaView Subculture challenge, and also tagging me. That'll be great because then you'll be able to see whether you and other people probably got a good or bad palette, if you're able to create that eyeshadow look. So again, I hope this video was useful to you ladies, and if you actually like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share with the people that you think this video might be useful, and if you're actually stepping to my channel for the first time, hopefully you like this content and hopefully you subscribe. And I hope again that this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care. Bye bye.